Hey class, we are back with our last lesson about tag questions in English. In the first and second lesson, we learned how to make tag questions with do, does, or did, and the verb be. In this lesson, we will look at more examples of tag questions using other verbs in English. Remember, we use tag questions when we have information that we think is true. The meeting starts at 9 o'clock. She is coming over tomorrow. I think this information is true. I want to check. I want to ask you so I know 100%. The meeting starts at 9 o'clock, doesn't it? She is coming over tomorrow, isn't she? These were the two examples we used in part 1 and part 2. Okay, teacher. What are the other verbs that are common with tag questions? It is very common to use tag questions with modal verbs and the present perfect. So let's start with modal verbs. The common modal verbs that we use with tag questions are can, will, could, would, and should. Let's look at some examples. They will pass the test. The verb in this sentence is pass, but I use the modal verb will to make this sentence into the future. This is important because when I make the tag question, I do not change the verb pass. I change the verb will. Remember, when I make a tag question, we change the verb to the negative and we repeat the subject. So, the tag question for this sentence is, they will pass the test. Won't they? Won't is the negative form of will, and I repeat the subject, they. I do not repeat the main verb, pass. Let's look at another example. You can't text me from the airplane. In this sentence, the main verb is text, but I have a modal verb, can't. I do not repeat the main verb text. I repeat the modal verb can't. Now, in this example, can't is already in the negative. So my tag question, no negative. You can't text me from the airplane. Can you? Again, I use the modal verb can in the tag question, and I repeat the subject, you. You can't text me from the airplane, can you? Okay, teacher. What about could, would, and should? The grammar is the same. After the snowstorm, you couldn't drive anywhere. Could you? We would love to have the party at our house. Wouldn't we? It's 4-0. We should win this game. Shouldn't we? Again, in all three of these sentences, we have main verbs and modal verbs. Couldn't drive, would love, should win. In the tag question, we repeat only the modal verb. If the modal verb is negative, we change to affirmative. If the modal verb is affirmative, we change to the negative. You couldn't drive. Could you? We would love. Wouldn't we? We should win. Shouldn't we? Okay, last example. When we speak in the past, we normally make the tag question with did. You saw that movie 2 times. Didn't you? But what happens if we use the present perfect? Let's change this example. You have seen the movie 2 times. This sentence is a little bit different. We are still in the past, but we are using the present perfect. You have seen. In this example, we will change the verb have. We do not repeat seen. You have seen the movie 2 times. Haven't you? Here, we take the verb have, change it to the negative, and repeat the subject, you. This is different from the past simple. You saw the movie 2 times. Didn't you? You have seen the movie 2 times. Haven't you? Okay, quick review. When we make a tag question with a modal verb, will, can, could, would, should, we change the modal verb. We do not repeat the main verb. They will pass the test, won't they? If we use the present perfect, we repeat the verb have or has. You have seen the movie 2 times. Haven't you? Okay, that is all for the last lesson about tag questions in English. If you want to review these lessons, the link to lesson 1 and 2 are in the description of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and please leave a comment about other grammar problems that you want me to make a video for. My name is Sam. I'll see you soon.